Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. This is Jennifer. As you can see, I do have something new on the design wall. I worked on a Disappearing 9 patch last week when Sarah was resting, and I did all of these in just a couple of hours. I sewed these on my featherweight sitting at my kitchen table. They started out as these 10-inch squares that I brought home from Linus. These are the ones I mentioned previously had been cut by some student volunteers. So these made really giant 9 patches, and then I chopped them up and I've just put them up on the wall. I have no idea if I'm going to move them around. I might just sew them together just like this. They may also stay on the design wall for a month. I have no idea. So I will get to them when I get to them. I did pick up a little bit more yarn and I've done a little bit of crocheting, but I've actually started having a little repetitive stress, so I've just put it aside for a couple days. I don't want to aggravate it. It's not a big deal. I've just set it down and I will come back to it when my wrist is feeling a little better. If you've been watching me for any length of time, then you know that I am in charge of the silent auction for the Linus Connection. I have been for many years. It's been like 12, 13 years, something like that. And every year I make baskets, and then I have some helpers who help me get those out, and then we have a silent auction, and it's a big fundraiser for us. Normally I start putting the baskets together a couple of weeks before the auction. That way I can also simultaneously post to our social media and get everyone excited about it. And this year I've decided to start early because my time is so limited. I have lots of other things, as you guys know, that are going on that I really need to take care of, and I want to make sure that I get as much done as I can, so that if for some reason I need to hand this off to someone else, it will be as far along as possible. We received a lot of donations over the last year, and we had one huge estate that was left to us. I mean, we received a 10-foot storage unit that has taken an army of volunteers to go through, and a lot of the kits and a lot of the things that were not really appropriate for going out to be made into quilts for Linus. Like, we had a lot of tools and we got a lot of templates and stencils and things like that, stuff like that that's for quilting, but not really the kind of stuff we provide. That goes in the silent auction. So I have a lot of that stuff. This is the same estate that the big stack of quilt tops, there were last count between like 50 and 70 quilt tops. I mean, there's a lot of quilt tops, and we've had like lots of long armors. Our own Jennifer R included helping getting those quilts quilted. So anyway, silent auction is in process. It is very slow going, but I've already made a little bit of progress, and I can see that if I can do 2 to 4 hours of work a week, then I can get really far down the line and be either finished by the October meeting or ready to hand it off to someone else if I need to in a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to do what I can, and I love the silent auction. I love going through all the stuff. I love building the baskets. I love coming up with cute names for them. I love presenting them. It's one of my favorite things I get to do every year. And at first I thought I would just find someone else to do it, and then I just realized that I would be super sad if I didn't get to. And since I am at home and I do everything here, I just decided to work on it and do it whenever I could, and so that is what I'm going to do. We do have another installment of the Rankin Bass Quilt Along tomorrow. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. I love seeing everyone participating. It's been a really fun one. I do want to remind you again that we have 29 designs already ready to post that will go in the regular quilt along. You only need 20, and I can already tell you that some of our designers are being very prolific, and there will be a lot of stuff in the design invitational. So if there's something you want that you didn't see, it's very likely going to be posted after the quilt along. So don't give up if one of your favorite characters isn't on the list, because who knows, they could make an appearance at the end of the quilt along. And we did design this one so that it would be done in November to hopefully give people who've been working on it time to finish their quilt before the holidays. That is going to be it for me, my friends. Thank you again for all of your patience and your understanding while we're going through some unusual circumstances. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye.